in the book, I talk about the three phases of the Camino, or the three phases of life, which is not an original idea. I didn't come up with it. It was a pilgrim back in the day in 2014 that shared it with me, and many pilgrims talk about it, which is about the physical, mental, and spiritual phase of this pilgrimage, or this journey, which you can relate to many other things in life, in terms of when you embark on something new. Where on the French way of the Camino, a lot of people have studied the Camino, read books about it, and are excited about getting started. But the physical phase is this kind of surface type of phase where you're not really sure of what's you're motivated to be here, you're excited about it, you know it's a big deal, and you know it's historic and everything, but you haven't had the experience yet, so you don't really know until you've sort of gotten started. And it takes about, 10 to 14 days to get used to walking, 10, 15 miles a day. And
Yeah.
and first after that, you slowly get into this mental phase because you have gotten used to the physical aspect of it all, where you then in the mental phase go a bit deeper. And that's also what's kind of the beauty of the French way of the Camino, is that in the middle, after Burgos, which is after about 2 weeks, the first big city, you go into this place of Spain, the northern Spain, called the Meseta, which is completely flat and sparse of trees. You see nothing around. You see, I mean, mountains away in the back, but there's nothing to really distract you, like the first couple of weeks where there were cities and interesting historical things and, nature and whatever else, and your own excitement, maybe. And then you get out there, are less distracted. You can't, yeah, you're just there, and you are almost faced, just like in meditation, to go inwards and go through the traumas, the darkness, the negativity, the suppressed, whatever it may be, things. And and that's where emotions obviously can come through as anger, frustration, sadness, tears, and whatever else we have locked in there. Because when we have not been taught to really be with our emotions, we contract because of fear, right? And we contract those emotions into our muscles and our bones. And because we're moving every day, it helps to release that into our body, and that has to be released, and it can only be done through your body. So you have to, before it's out there and finished in you. And that's the beautiful part about the whole experience, is that you go through these very difficult days, but because you're walking literally through them, you feel such a difference, because you slowly and gradually let go of these emotional and mental onion layers, or whatever you want to call them. And after that, you slowly integrate the new you while you walk. So it's sort of, it
Mm.
goes both ways, right? And then the more you have let go of, and the closer you are to maybe getting used to being a pilgrim, because it's still, it takes a few weeks or a month to really get into this. Okay, and this is my life now. This is what I'm doing. And then when you've let go of something really heavy and so on, it begins to go into a deeper level, which is the spiritual phase, where you connect with yourself more, you connect with the people around you more. You maybe have let go of these things that has felt more of a burden and these things. And that's another part. A lot of people, they carry a burden as a rock. And then there's a place on the French way of the Camino where you let that go, called Cruz de Ferro. It's the tallest place on the Camino, where there is this long kind of a pole where there's a cross on top, and people come there with their rocks or their burdens and symbolically letting it go there, which is toward the end of the Camino, which is because that's when you're ready. Most people are ready to let it go and see, okay, now I'm more connected to whatever I was connected to. And you may not know why you're walking yet, but you still have this experience of, I'm maybe ready to let go and feel more connected to the experience and to yourself and other things that you're getting out of it. So